Bicycle motocross, or BMX, a fringe sport that's hit the mainstream. In the air, on the ground, the rules of this radical sport are simple. There aren't any.
You're not on a team. You don't have to do what the coach says. You can kind of set your own goals and ride whatever terrain you want, and no one can tell you what to do.
And no one can tell a rider he's gone too far. But the human body can only pedal so fast. To get more speed means getting more power. So riders have devised a dangerous new way to launch their bikes. A high-speed tow behind a motor years old, lives in Greenville, North Carolina, and is a professional BMX biker. Colin and his older sister Amy grew up as military brats. Their father was a lieutenant colonel in the Air Force, so the family was always on the move. This nomadic life pulled the family closer together. When Colin was 11, his parents gave him the gift that would change his life forever: his first freestyle bike.
I was definitely hyperactive on my bike. I would just ride it up and down our little circle in front of our apartment.
When Colin was 17, tragedy struck. His father was unexpectedly diagnosed with leukemia. 6 weeks later, with barely enough time to say goodbye, he died.
It came on so sudden that it was a big shock to the whole family. Definitely had a big, made a big impact on my life.
Without his father's love and guidance, Colin's life spiraled out of control.
My dad died, and I didn't think life could get any worse. My bike was still the only positive thing in my life.
To escape the rage he felt over his father's untimely death, Colin threw himself into his biking with reckless abandon. Word of this fearless new rider quickly spread.
Maybe I was trying to prove that I didn't care about myself or my own life or well-being, so I probably risked a lot.
Colin turned pro, and he continued to push the boundaries of BMX to outrageous new extremes, no matter the cost.
I broke one of my fingers, knocked out one of my front teeth, and bit entirely through my lip. My left knee, I've torn my ACL twice. My right knee, I've partially torn my MCL, which I've also done to the left knee. Separated my left shoulder once and my right shoulder twice. It's the only way I know how to get pleasure out of life.
But for Colin, it wasn't enough. He wanted to go long, really long. So Colin and a group of riders, including his teammate and friend, Robbie Miranda, brought power-assisted jumps to the desert in El Mirage, California. At first, the jumps went off without a hitch.
Totally destroyed my bike and hit my face on my handlebar. Broke some teeth out. Everyone was emotional because everyone saw that, someone can die now. It's not fun anymore.
Despite that danger, Colin continued to make runs throughout the day, eventually jumping a total of 12 vehicles. But Colin knew that he could go even further, and next time he was going to land in the record book. So today, at the Paramount Ranch in California, Colin is going to attempt his most dangerous jump ever. A death-defying power-assisted jump over 13 SUVs, more than 100 feet in length. He'll go for the record on this road. Colin and the tow bike will start here. They'll use this stretch to reach speeds up to 60 miles per hour before he hits the ramp here. A Super Hawk motorcycle will help rocket Colin through the sky. It's been fitted with a special rig so that Colin can safely release the tow line without it getting tangled in his wheels. The Super Hawk will be driven by professional stunt driver Dan Winans. Stunt coordinator Steve Pacherny will also oversee the attempt. These three will have to work in perfect unison if Colin is going to walk away from his jump in one piece. The bike that Colin will be riding is his own custom design.
It's my signature bike. It's called the SOB. You can come up with your own abbreviation, or it might mean slightly overbuilt. This particular bike has about an inch longer wheelbase than my normal frame. That's going to give me a little more stability in the
ever recorded. In the past, other BMX pros have tried only 5 cars and failed. Colin's own friend Robbie Miranda cheated death trying to jump 10. But today, Colin is attempting to up that number to a staggering 13 SUVs. Colin and his team have carefully positioned 3 cones in front of the ramp.
The first cone that I come to is where I have to decide jump or don't jump. The second one being the point at which my tow man pulls off, and the third one being the point at which I actually release the rope and take off.
Colin's bike has also been fitted with a speedometer. Through a series of test runs, they'll record his speeds.
30 even? You were on the bottom of 30. I think that would have been perfect.
I know you're looking for a number, but if he would have...
Using this information, they can calculate the exact velocity Colin will need for the 13 SUVs.
Decide if that's the speed I like or not.
If they're off by even 1 mile per hour, he could overshoot or underjump the range.
If you were to just overjump and still make it to the ground, that you could break both ankles, both wrists, and get blown off the bike and get bucked. Or if you come up short, you tag, and then you become a missile.
Colin takes a test jump. He easily makes it, but there's a problem. His speedometer isn't working properly.
You got to pick something to go by that's accurate.
If I have this in front of me, there's no way I can stop looking at it, you know?
Take it off.
Well, yeah, just take it off. Here, I'll take it off.
He decides to remove it and drive blind. Colin's life now rests in Dan's hands. Only Dan will know if they're hitting the right speed to make a safe jump. This is trust on the highest level. A second hazard has also been discovered. During the jump, the motorcycle came within inches of hitting a cone. On future runs, they'll have to be approached with extreme care. The team continues to make test jumps, increasing the speed and adding SUVs each time. Every jump is a threat to Colin's safety. How long will his luck hold out?
Do you like that jump?
I didn't like sucking it up.
7 cars looks pretty far. To think that we're going to double that, close to double it, is pretty sick.
Colin has now worked his way up to speeds of more than 50 miles an hour. This is way beyond what a BMX bike is built to handle. It's causing his bike to really shake, making it harder to keep under control during takeoffs.
I'm getting a little more head shake, wobbles, you know, because we're going faster.